Hello and welcome to the wonderful world of Rhino Escapades and what is the second episode of Random Activity Generator. It's a series in which I use a random generator to generate activities and then do them. In the last episode, I made a picture out of pasta and I made a purse in that picture. And then I went on to make a toga in which I then spent the rest of the evening drinking in. So there was some weird and wonderful activities in the last episode, and I'm just going to get straight to it and start randomly generating what's going to be the next activities. So here I am again on the random activity generator, and without dilly-dallying, I'm going to get right into it and ask it to write me some activities. So, build a school out of rubbish. No. Plan a Subbuteo tournament. I don't even know what Subbuteo is. Subbuteo. What's Subbuteo? Subbuteo is a classic table football game which remains high popularity over the world. Next, make a bead necklace. Watch a musical. Decorate a paper mache animal. Decorate. Why can't I read decorate a papier mache animal? I've not done papier mache since I was in primary school or high school or sometime in school, so this is something that I could do. I just have to decide what the animal is, and we all know how we decide things on these randomly generated videos. We randomly generate them. So, random animal generator. Random animal generator. Go. A crocodile. So I have to make a papier mache crocodile. Let's see how that turns out. Okay, so here we are downstairs. I think I've managed to get everything I need in order to make the paper mache crocodile. I went to one place in the local town where it was called The Works, and I managed to get the whole array of different arts and crafts, and it cost me about £8.50, so a pretty good haul. As you can see over here, I've got two angles going, so you can have a little bit more of a close-up while seeing me from the front on view. Seems so far that these episodes of Random Activity Generator have just turned into me doing arts and crafts, which I do not mind whatsoever. Love me a little bit of arts and crafts. So let's go over what we've got here in order to create our paper mache crocodile masterpiece. Of course, I've got some cardboard here. I've got some more as well down here, as I think I'll need some more to create the structure of the crocodile. To do that as well, we've got some masking tape, £1 from The Works. Next up, we've got ourselves some assorted brushes, wiggly eyes, also known as googly eyes, an array of felt tip pens so that I can add any extra detail I desire to the crocodile, some ready mixed paint, green of course, as crocodiles are green, and some El Clasico washable PVA glue that is easily washable, and that is the key word, washable, in that sentence, because we don't want to be making a mess of the table. Also why I have laid down this paper. I've got my bowl for making my PVA glue. Apparently that is 1 part PVA glue, 4 parts water, but I think I'm just going to freeball that if I'm being completely honest. So that's everything I think I need in order to make this particular craft. I will be removing this top hat now as it makes me incredibly hot, and as it's been about 5,000 degrees recently in the UK, strangely enough. I'm going to be taking that off, and I'm just going to be delving into this and seeing how decent of a crocodile I can make out of paper mache, as that is what the generator has dictated I must do. Right, so first things first, I'm going to be making the structure of the crocodile in order to then start layering the paper mache to make it look more crocodile-ish and have that kind of texture to it that a crocodile needs. So I've got my masking tape, I've got me cardboard. I think I'm going to start with the body, and go from there. Basically, I think this here will give a nice body shape. I can do it there. That looks pretty good actually. Did that. So that's about the same, isn't it? And that seems reasonable. Might not get too much talking out of me initially, just as I'm figuring this initial stage out. It is quite the technical build. So we're looking at like that. I'm reckoning. I don't know if that flap's going to be useful for anything. So I'm just going to pull it off. Okay. Finding the end of solitude. The fucking bane of my life. You think it'd be easier with masking tape, but it's not. You masking tape. Right. Yo. Start. That's officially the main body of our croc's looking quite long. So I'm thinking I want to try and maybe make that. So I've used quite a lot already. Oops. I am running out of cardboard quickly. One of the things that doesn't really matter. I've done it way too big, I feel like. It doesn't matter how messy the outside is. Oh yeah, look at that. So far, do. Put these on the spine of it. Right. Load it on the masking tape. Alright, table. Oh, right. You are losing paper. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's all right so far. Let's. Oh, what do the legs even look like? Fuck, oh yeah. Well, I've got all these little box bits, so these will be perfect. I've got all these little cuts, little box bits, so these can definitely be turned into the what are they called? I was going to call them paws, but they're definitely not. I don't imagine they're paws. I think they're probably clawy paws. Paws have claws, don't they? I guess they just call them claws. So I'm thinking if I just use these, it's a pretty short tail, but might literally just be like, I might crop out on the tail a little bit because I was going to do it like quite curly, which could work with this because of the way that the grain flows, if you know what I mean, on the cardboard. The grain's like this, which means I could get it a little bit wavy. Okay. Ooh, oof, oof, oof. I'm thinking if I could still maybe do it a bit wavy. I can just get it pretty big. I mean, that's about as good, in all honesty, as it's going to get in terms of a general. In terms of a general shape of a crocodile. Oh, she's a beaut. Just caught her. She's a live one. Yeah. So far, like, it definitely could be worse. Could be a lot worse. Now all I need is to use these. Do this. Two, 3 claws. Yes. Yeah, Ricky. Right. Yeah. So let's see. There's the old head now. So after tidying up and then immediately making more mess with a bunch of ripped up paper, I'm going to get onto the PVA glue bit of this and start paper macheing it and trying to make it look more like a realistic crocodile. So wish me luck. Something I've definitely come to realise is that these arts and crafts things are really quite stressful. They're not therapeutic in any way. I mean, maybe if I didn't feel like I was rushing a bit, but we'll give it a good dippity doo-dah. Dippity. Oh, let's have a look. Dippity dippity doo-dah. Dipping that in there. And then pretty goddamn soaked. And we just lay it on, I think. And then do this. This is going to take forever. Into the nooks and crannies. Head. Bring it down here. Ooh. Where the old hinges are, just to make it a bit more robust. Oh, Bob, what's his name? I can't think of his bloody name. What's his name? The happy accidents guy. Oh, that's going to annoy me now, Bob. Bit more Pavia Glas. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Bit more Pavia Glas in the mixture. Make it nice and sticky. Oh yeah, that feels a bit more like how I remember it back in the day. Get it on. Get it on. Get it on. Get brush you on. Make sure you're good and proper. Mache. You're just supposed to make it rock solid or something. I don't know. I forget. Okay, so it's been 24 hours since I did my paper mache, and now I'm going to go in and see how it's turned out. Moment of truth. Here we go. So here it is. Ooh, look at her. She's looking pretty nice. Don't mind me saying so. So if I just have a feel. Oh, that's feeling quite, if you listen to that, that's quite rock solid. There. I wonder if we can remove the mouth support. There we go, mouth support removed. So that's now kept it holding together. Oh, she's a beaut. Saltwater croc. And then we lift up it. Oh, okay, well, so the paper that was used to not make the side sticky has stayed stuck. But I'm thinking instantly that I could use that as almost like I could make that a bit of a swamp area around. I do only have green paint. Alrighty, so it's been about a week since I first did the paper mache for the crocodile. It actually turned out pretty well considering the poor job that I feel like I did doing it. It stayed pretty solid. As you can see, the paper I used to stop it from sticking to the table has created a kind of base for it, which is actually quite useful for what I'm about to do next. But as you can see, the hinge mouth that I went for there, that stayed pretty hard. The eyes are looking all right. It's not the best crocodile in the world, paper mache wise, but it's pretty good. It's not bad, I don't think. So what we need to do now is to paint. So in order to really bring this bad boy to life, I've got the ready to mix green paint. I didn't splash out too much. It's £1. I didn't bother getting any other colour paints, but I do have these felt tips for finishing touches, so that's fine. We've got our American style beer cup. Spring break. So I think I can just go ahead and paint this. Let's just fucking see. I imagine it's probably got a thing on it. That's it. Nope. Ready to go. So we're getting the paint into the cup. Don't think I need too much to go off, but you can see that in there. How have I managed to get some on my thumb already? Jesus Christ, it does not bode well. As you can see across the back here, in my kind of slapdash method of putting on the paper mache, it's created almost a kind of texture to it, which gives it more of a crocodile feel, if you ask me. So yeah, let's see how this paint lathers on. It's meant to be just like straight up, let's do this thing. So let's just lather it on like that and just go for it. Look at that. That is a bloody thick green colour. You know, anything that doesn't go exactly according to plan, it's just a happy little accident, so we're okay with that. So we get on the paws here, the claw paws. This is going to be really badly painted. I was going to say I will leave them, but went onto it a little bit. Okay. Back and forth, yes and no, back and forth, with your strokes. Kind of hard to get inside the mouth. That bit's done there, that bit's fine. Right. Then we'll just create a grass scene. Kind of, by popping the brush onto the paper. So as you probably guess, I'm definitely going to have to let this dry overnight, and then I'll be able to finally do the finer details. But I think as a base coat, up to now, it's not so bad at all. I think that'll do. The hope is that once we've dried here, got a grassy scene, bit more grass, 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 bit more grass. Once we've got the crocodile dry, We'll add some detail. We'll add some outline to the claws, make them pop. We will add get the googly eyes onto Craig's face to really bring him to life. So as soon as I have to leave this to dry overnight, the other thing that got randomly generated was to put googly eyes onto candles. So, depending on how long that took, I'm going to get back to generating some more activities for me to do. Stick googly eyes on candles. Well, that sounds easy enough as something to start off to do, so I feel like this is going to be a very quick one, but this is me sticking googly eyes on candles. So I've actually gone out and bought some candles, and I've already got the googly eyes, so I'm going to do that next and see what that looks like. So I've now moved Craig out of the way to dry off overnight, or however long that takes, and I'm now going to do the wobbly or googly eyes on the candles. So I've bought a whole array of candles, as you can see here, all from Tesco. I've got the stick dinner candles there. I've got this bigger, normal looking candle, and I've got a 9 mixed tea light candles. So little ones like that. So I think with this, just seems like it's pretty simple, to be honest. Just a case of, oh, you fucking dick. Just a case of opening the pack, and inevitably, because it's me and because I am outrageously clumsy in almost everything I do, spill them everywhere. Fucking hell. So I think what I want to do is I want to put different sized googly eyes on the different sized candles. So let's try not to make enough of this. Let's get those open. So plenty of those guys. So we do get them and get these all different sized eyes. We've got this guy. I think I'm gonna put the really big ones on the really big candle. That makes sense to me. Get those open. It's just the tea lights now. I'm using some of them to prop those up. I'm going to use this size here for these guys. That's one down. We've got another 8 to go. All right now. So there you have it, a paper mache crocodile and some candles with googly eyes on it. I really like how the crocodile turned out, put some finishing touches onto Craig so he stands out a little bit more, and I really like the idea of putting googly eyes on candles. It adds a little bit of fun to them, have them round the dinner table, get a few laughs and stuff like that. So yeah, that's another job done, I think, in from my opinion, and I'm gonna wrap this part of this bit of the video up pretty quickly because they're melting quite quickly and they're on the table and I'm quite aware of that, and it's also very near to some cardboard and paper, so yeah. Next scene. Done it. And another hard day's work indeed. Done it. Done it. Done it. Done it. Weird. Oh, fuck me, man. Craig, man, you gave me a scare there. Yeah, man, I'm doing pretty good. Just finished work, it wasn't too bad. What do you mean the rent's late? You said you'd give me an advance. You said I've got another 2 weeks. I don't get paid for another 2 weeks. That's what you said. Craig, mate, come on. I'm sure we can figure this out. You know what I mean? Craig, you're a reasonable guy. I can pay you. I can get some money if you just give me till tomorrow. Come on, guys, all of you, like, you know, we're roomies. You know, it doesn't have to be like this. Guys, please. Come on, guys, don't be like this. Guys, please, come on. Guys, no, please, no, guys, no. Great, no, it's not, no. So that was another episode of Random Activity Generator. I hope you like this one. If you like this kind of thing, then give it a like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. And we'll wait and see what happens in the next episode and what other random activities there are for me to do. So I'll see you in the next one. No.